Hi, I'm Robert Santana, starting strength coach and registered dietitian. Right here I have 1.5 liters of ultra filtered whole milk. And I'm here to talk to you about GOMAD, gallon of milk a day. Who should do it, when it should be applied, when it's appropriate, when it's not appropriate. So let me begin by saying that 99% of the time it is not appropriate for most people to drink a gallon of whole milk a day. Your 65-year-old grandmother does not need to drink a gallon of whole milk a day. Your obese son, who's 18, does not need to drink a gallon of whole milk a day. Your obese 45-year-old weekend warrior does not need to drink a gallon of whole milk a day. Pretty much 99% of the population does not need to drink a gallon of whole milk a day. I think we've beat this against the wall enough times now, but we feel that it's necessary to explain it once more. So now that we've gotten that disclaimer out of the way, let's move on to who does need to drink a gallon of whole milk a day. So a gallon would be about 2.5 of these. This is 1.5 liters. Most milk containers that are roughly this size are about a quart, so it'd be like 4 of those. Ultra filtered milk has about the same number of calories per serving, although you're getting more protein calories versus carbohydrate calories. That could be good if you're having trouble getting protein. You're still going to have to get those carbohydrates somewhere else. The person who's drinking a ton of milk is trying to mostly drive up the protein and the carbs. Fat's pretty easy to get from most things. So back to who needs to drink the gallon of whole milk a day. Brogy needs to drink a gallon of whole milk a day because Rip thinks he needs to weigh 298. He'll be 298 tomorrow because we just get that fat that quick, you know. But the guy who needs to drink it is the underweight novice, typically 18 to 30, 18 to 25, who can't seem to gain weight for one reason or another. Experience coaching people on diet has taught me that most of the time, the skinny novice that can't gain weight no matter how much he eats is typically undereating a fraction of the week and overeating maybe a meal of the week. They're just not eating. They don't like eating. You learn that real quick when you start talking to them time and time again. So drinking calories tends to be less work than trying to chew them. So a gallon of milk works well because if you think about it from a macronutrient profile, it's a complete meal. You're not getting all your vitamins and minerals from it. You're still getting calcium. You're getting some vitamin A, some vitamin D, but there's still some other micronutrients you're probably not getting there. But from a macronutrient profile, you're getting fat, you're getting carbohydrate, you're getting protein. And if you drink the entire gallon, you're getting about 196 grams of carbohydrate, about 128 grams of protein, and about 128 grams of fat. Ultra filtered milk's going to have 208 grams of protein in a gallon, so it's quite a bit. But typically the two macronutrients most underweight novices struggle to eat, in fact, most novices struggle to eat, are protein number 1, carbohydrate number 2, although I find that it is much harder to eat the appropriate amount of carbs for most novices because the number is much higher. So where I might recommend 150 to 200 grams of protein, I may also recommend 300 to 400 grams of carbohydrates, so the food volume is going to be higher. Now this varies, of course. You know, your grandfather who's 70 doesn't need 400 grams of carbs, but the bottom line is, if you're one of these people that's, you know, let's say you're 6'1", 140, or 6'3", 160, and you have trouble eating and you don't like chewing your food, and it's much easier to drink your calories, a gallon of milk a day provides, you know, about 1,200 to 2,400 calories depending on the fat content, and that's a pretty decent weight gainer. I mean, if you buy a weight gainer, you're probably going to get that much from it if you take a couple servings a day. You know, some of these weight gainers are, you know, anywhere from 500 to 1,200 calories depending on the brand. So I don't see the problem with using a gallon of milk a day as a weight gainer if you're a person who has trouble gaining weight. Now again, this is a fraction of the population. Most of the people that walk in the gym are either overweight or obese and tend to be middle-aged. You might get some young kids that are also overweight or normal weight or obese or whatever word you want to use, but the skinny guy that is bordering underweight, which is a BMI of 18.5, or actually is underweight, is a minority of the gym population. So no, most of the people watching this don't need to drink a gallon of milk a day. But those of you who do, you better start now.